I'm Shweta Ramdas and I lead sustainability for Amazon India operations. I often get asked about what sustainability means for Amazon as a tech and a retail company. And I'm here to talk to you about our sustainability journey thus far and deep dive into some of the topics. So at Amazon, we have a new leadership principle: success and scale brings broad responsibility. And that couldn't be more true. At our scale and the scale at which we operate, building sustainable operations and weaving sustainability into every aspect of our business is very, very critical. Sustainability is a triple win all around. It's good for our business, it's good for our customers and the communities that we impact, and most importantly, it's good for our planet. We are faced with two unprecedented events. On one hand, COVID-19 has underscored how interdependent and interconnected we really are as a community. On the other hand, climate change is one of the most existential threats of our times, and reducing the impact of our greenhouse gases is more important now than ever. The latest IPCC report shows us that we are not on path to reducing our greenhouse gas emissions and that we are much slower than we should be. And this underscores and reiterates the fact that we need to really accelerate our efforts towards reducing our GHG emissions. At Amazon, we realize that we need to move fast as well, and that is why we co-founded the Climate Pledge, our commitment to be net zero carbon by 2040, 10 years ahead of the Paris Agreement. We also have our Shipment Zero goal, which pledges us to deliver our customer shipments net zero carbon, with 50% of all our shipments going out as net zero carbon by 2030. So globally, in line with our Climate Pledge goals, we have committed to powering our operations with 100% renewable energy by 2025, and this is 5 years ahead of our original target of 2030. We have multiple sustainability programs across renewable energy, transportation, packaging, and water. We're driving our buildings to be more energy efficient. We're also looking to reduce the embodied carbon in our building. We also have multiple water conservation efforts across our buildings. Outside of our buildings, we've installed rainwater harvesting tanks, and we're recharging water back into ground aquifers. Within our buildings, we've installed waterless urinals that reduce and minimize our water footprint. And we also have installed sewage treatment plants that reduce and recycle water. We're also making improvements in optimizing our packaging and therefore reducing the material that we use in our packaging shipments. We've successfully eliminated single-use plastic from shipments that originate from our fulfillment centers. And we're continuing to drive various programs. We've launched paper tape and paper dunnages. We also launched packaging-free shipments, in which a package is shipped to a customer with no packaging or with significantly reduced packaging. We're looking to electrify our delivery vehicles and our transportation fleet. So on transportation, we're looking to decarbonize our transportation network by scaling our EVs. We made a commitment that we'll scale 10,000 EVs into our fleet by 2025, and we're on target to achieving that goal. So I've talked to you about how we're driving sustainability within Amazon. But we also need to influence the larger ecosystem. So we launched the Climate Pledge Fund, a $2 billion corporate venture capital fund that invests in companies that can help Amazon achieve our climate pledge. We also created the Right Now Climate Fund, a $100 million fund that invests in nature-based solutions that helps preserve our forests, our grasslands, and wetlands. In 2021, we joined the LEAF Coalition, a global initiative between governments and corporates that helps restore rainforests across the globe. So as you can see, we're driving both corporate action and collective action to drive sustainability. I'm also happy to share that we are the largest corporate buyer of renewable energy worldwide. The Climate Pledge is a pledge that we co-founded. As part of the Climate Pledge, we commit to being net zero carbon by 2040. That's 10 years ahead of the Paris Agreement. We were the first signatory of the Climate Pledge, and we realized that we can't go this alone, and we need more organizations and companies to join us in this journey. Any company that joins the Climate Pledge commits to doing three things: to measure and report greenhouse gas emissions, to drive true business transformation towards decarbonization, and for any remaining emissions to credibly offset them. Till date, we have about 313 Climate Pledge signatories, and many of them from India as well. Collectively, Climate Pledge signatories have the potential to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by 5.4%. That's a staggering impact. With the Climate Pledge, we're turning the climate crisis into climate action. I've always wanted to work on something that created impact. At that time in 2010, I was working for a global consumer electronics company based in Singapore. And I had just returned to India and Bangalore for my Diwali holidays. And I opened up the newspaper to see a one-page advert by Teach for India. I went back, applied for the fellowship. It was a 2-year fellowship. And soon enough, I got an admit. So I wound up my journey in Singapore and moved back to Mumbai. I spent the next 2 years working at an under-resourced government school, working to improve the quality of education in our government schools. I taught grade 2 and 3, and that journey has been one of the most transformational journeys in my life. As I was trying to figure out what part of this social inequity puzzle that I wanted to play, I joined the corporate bandwagon again. I was part of a management consulting company, spent the next nearly 5 years working for corporates, helping them solve real business problems. And then it really occurred to me that social, environmental problems don't exist in a silo. They're interconnected, and that really led me down the path of sustainability. There was an opening for the sustainability role that I'm in today, and the rest is history. Here I am. My journey here in sustainability at Amazon has far exceeded my expectations. Starting with the teams that I get to work on a daily basis, understanding the nuances of their businesses and understanding how sustainability can weave into the work that they're doing has been a huge learning experience for me. The teams have been extremely collaborative, and I think that's part of the Amazon culture where you just work with anybody and everybody, and that has been a great experience. We do have only one Earth, so let's play our part in saving it.